Shouldn't look like oatmeal. Kind of really mix it up with your egg spatula.
That's not an egg spatula. It's a very professional dye mixer.
It's a professional dye mixer. Here's Snuggie. So now we're going in with our dark color and doing everything from root to end. Just a 10 volume developer, so it's just going to be depositing color. We're not lifting or tweaking any of the natural remaining color. We're just darkening it all up. That's a really pretty face.
I'm a cute one.
That's what he said. Yeah, so that's really nothing too crazy, just...
So essentially we're just going through and dyeing all the hair that wasn't foiled, right?
That's right. And then I just like to start with that little front hairline just so that'll soak. And also just because this was our older highlighted area, it'll sit the longest on the blonde pieces up here, so it'll give it more time to get saturated and get nice and colored. And this stuff will make your hair feel really great too. It's really soft.
Colored's a racist term, AJ.
I learned that today.
Welcome.
You're welcome. I know you're a college student. I didn't go to college.
You did.
Sort of.
You went to the college I wanted to go to. Bitch.
Bitch college? Oh my
I
god,
wish.
should we zoom in and get these little gray hairs?
No, don't say that I have white hair on film!
Maybe you won't know about
Just
that.
cover them. Oh, my Nana always said, never, ever, 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 ever let your hair grow out.
Oh.
Never, ever, ever let anyone know about your silver hair except your hairdresser.
Oh, Nana.
Nana called my mom wasted last night. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, my mom's like, your Nana called me in her cups last night.
Oh my god, I love
Oh, and then, so you want to know the worst story ever? So, last Thursday when we were supposed to hang out and I had to go to my Nana's house, Nana fucking got drunk and tried to go change out of her spandex pants into her muumuu and fell down.
Oh my god.
When we were there. Yeah.
Aww.
I've never been there for the fall and she fell.
Aww.
Her nipples were all over the place.
Oh, it's so bad for her though.
She was
so
so naked.
I've only saw her drunk.
I know.
I don't know if I've ever seen her sober.
You have to get there in the morning when she's just putting the whiskey in the coffee.
Someday I'll catch her. Hopefully without her top on.
I love you, Nana. Mugs. Like my video if you love your Nana.
Ding. So this is the fit. Oh, jeez. There it is. There it is. Oh, it can't zoom. Dang it. It's the instant zoom. This is the final look of the color process. We have all the foils still with the highlight of the red violet and everything else that we did from root to end with the darker tone. And that way we're just letting it sit to cook. All total it should be sitting for about 30 minutes once you get done. The highlights really, it's not really worried about it like overly processing. The developer should die out and the color will be fine where it's at. The color that's all over her root needs to sit for 20 minutes though. So all total we let it sit and cook for about 30 just to really get it in there, be nice and processed and settled in there. Katie, how do you feel?
I love the smell of processed hair.
Do you feel delicious? You look delicious in your Snuggie and your foils.
I could get HBO.
We're watching Glee videos on YouTube.
Who doesn't love a little Glee?
Yeah,
Should we have it higher?
No, that's good. You're recording?
Yeah.
So this is it wet. Paddle brush because we are eventually going to flat iron it. So using a flat paddle brush will give us a nice smooth start to it, and then we'll finish it with a flat iron because Katie has some natural curly hair. And I'm going to put on some thermal protectant spray, Chi. This is the keratin mist spray, but what it is, it's just a thermal protectant. So I'll put that all over from root to end. Super lightweight. This will make it so the heat reflects off the hair and doesn't absorb the natural moisture versus absorbing the product moisture first. Very important. I feel like a lot of people don't use any sort of products to blow dry. That's why their hair gets really dried out, and it's not pretty. Oh, look at my pop-up note says Katie's hair.
Oh, that's pleasant. My sister, is this the freeze case?
Yeah.
My sister just got this exact one. She likes it.
No, I like that case a lot.
I bought a case.
And then how I'm going to blow dry, you really won't be able to hear me if we're blow drying and filming. But I'm going to be using the blow dryer and kind of pushing it away with the brush. So it's kind of like one continuous motion, so you get it nice and smooth. What's up?
Do you blow dry it a certain way so the cuticle lays a certain way on the head, or does that matter? Because I know a lot of girls blow their hair upside down for volume and bullshit.
They can definitely do the blowing upside down, which is okay because it gives it the volume.
That's what he said.
But what you're doing is you're fighting the frizz later because you're blow drying the hair away from where it wants to lay because it lays like little shingles. So if you're blow drying it from upside down, you're blowing it up this way. You're fluffing the cuticle out, making it really frizzy. Versus how I'm going to do it is blowing it down the hair shaft, so it's going to smooth the cuticle of the hair down and really make it soft. First to dry, you just continuously follow it. So this is all blow dried, and then what we did was follow that blow dryer on each side. I kind of pushed the brush back. I think we have a little clip of that we can put in there. Like backwards, and I did the other side the same way, did it back. And I start usually on the top wherever they part the hair, doesn't really matter exactly where they part it, but I'll pick the blow dryer up and just follow the brush back and forth. So we get it both motions, and that way it'll have some good swing to it. But already it's, I mean, besides a little texture we want to smooth it with a flat iron, it's pretty straight and smooth already. And then we'll just go through and finish it off a little bit with a little flat iron.
And always use a heat protectant.
Always. That's why we put on, the cheese stuff first. And a lot of times, if you wanted to do a little bit more of a cream base, you can do that too versus a spray-in. The cream base I find usually is a little bit more for like anti-frizz for later. It's kind of nice, but for sake of the day, just the cheese stuff will be just fine. Okay. And then we're gonna try Katie's new flat iron.
Amika! Oh, it's hot. I can feel it on my face.
Oh, it is hot.
Let's touch it!
Let's touch it. And how we're gonna do some flat ironing is just by taking sections, which is, I know, is a pain for all your girls because you want to do it in like 2 pieces. Take a big chunk of it and flat iron the crap out of it. But if you're taking a smaller piece and you have your thermal protection on there, it's actually a little bit better than trying to take a big huge section and flat iron it, trying to get it all, because the hair in the middle of that big chunk is not getting smooth. So I'm going to take a piece on the hairline. I like to use my comb. I'll go through and smooth it down, make sure there's no little snarls so it goes really smooth. Have it in my hand and I'll go in there next to the root and go through it once pretty quickly just to kind of heat the hair up, and I go back through and slow down a little bit more, and maybe the last time just do a little bit of a bevel right at the ends of it.
What's a bevel?
Bevel is where I'm just kind of pulling more straight out versus when I do the bevel I'll bend a little bit so you can see those little ends have a little curl to them. Still taking like 1/4 inch subsections just to kind of give it a nice even consistency with the flat iron so we don't get any sort of like bumps or semi-wavy pieces. Now we're just going to do this rest of the side and then do the same thing to the other side and then do the back. So, you're good.
We're going to do the back.
That's what
they said.
Yes. It's on. So this is after we flat ironed it all. I know right now it looks, looking at it right here, it just looks like solid black, which is not what it looks like in real life.
How about in the natural light?
There we go. So we can see if you look through, you have some of those nice red violet pieces that kind of peek
and in
through.
the ear.
Yeah, I get it. You have to dig apart. But the cool thing is, I mean, like I said, she does have naturally wavy hair, so even when it's wavy, you see the different colors blend through, which is really pretty. I said your boobs, sorry. I was trying to look at the camera and I just...
Cop it a feel!
Sorry, this is on YouTube. Sorry, Mom. But even when it's flat iron, it looks kind of cool because it gives a lot of dimension to it as it's kind of, just kind of moving out through her framing. You got the other side. Really pretty. And that's about it. We just went through and flat ironed it, smoothed it down a little bit. I ran a little bit more of the heat protection stuff over it just to kind of help with frizz. And now we're going to say goodbye, Katie.
Bye, Katie.
Bye, Katie.